In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 reasons to create a powerful morning routine that sets you and your mind up for success. Hello, my name is Kirsty Kamarauskas, and I'm here to help you break through to your next level of success. If that sounds good, don't forget to subscribe. Now let's dive in. So there's so much conflicting advice about routines, whether to do them or not in the morning, in the evening, at any time, rituals, what's the best thing to do, what you shouldn't do. So many people have so many opinions, and that's all absolutely fine because everyone is right. Everyone is right for them. And this is something that I discussed with Jacqueline Shaw in one of the earlier podcast episodes. Is that multiple truths can exist because multiple truths do exist. What's right for me isn't necessarily right for you, etc., etc. So this video, I'm not trying to convince you to do anything in a certain way. I just want to share with you my experience of how my life has changed since incorporating a powerful routine that works for me. So I'll tell you what I'm doing. But again, you don't need to do exactly the same things. It's about finding something that works for you. So when I get up, I normally get up before everybody else. So I've got some time for myself. And I tend to enjoy meditating, visualizing. I will do some journaling and I will also study something. So that is really what I do in amongst the time that I'm up on my own with no one else. Maybe a dog will come in and have a cuddle while I'm doing all of this. But before anyone else gets up in the house, before that sort of madness all starts. And just doing this has completely transformed my life. It's changed everything. It has completely put me in the driver's seat of my day. So I'm just going to share with you these 5 reasons from my experience, the 5 ways it's absolutely transformed my life. So the first is that it's completely changed how I start my day. So I was always someone that was rushing around, stressed. I would wake up. I always said that I was over analytical and a bit of an overthinker. I mean, our minds are geared to think all day long. It thrives, it just wants to think. It's a mental activity. That's what it does. That's what it's here to do. So my mind would just want to be like on it the minute I woke up. And actually, I would have a coffee, but I'd go make a coffee and bring it back to bed, and I'd be straight on my phone. What's going on social media? What are my text messages? What are my emails? Right. And then obviously there's news headlines and all sorts of things like that. So already I'm completely giving my power up to anyone and everything that has an opinion or wants to say something. The problem is when you wake up first thing in the morning, your subconscious mind is wide open. It's the prime time to reprogram it right before bed and first thing in the morning. It is the prime time to connect to your higher self. I didn't know any different. It wasn't my fault. I would either get up like that or I would get up late. I would have snoozed a couple too many times and then I'd get up in complete panic mode and stress, and the kids' lunches weren't done. And I had to get up and maybe the school uniform wasn't ironed or something. So I'd be tearing around the house, getting all this stuff ready to get in the car to get to school. All of these things. And it's just not a healthy way to start your day for your mind, for your body, for your soul, for anyone else either that happens to come in cross your path that day. So that was the first thing it changed. It allowed me to get up in a really centered space, in control of my mind, in a complete state of peace, calm, love, and gratitude. Gratitude is something I also incorporate into that routine. So by the end of it, I'm feeling so inspired and connected and grateful, and so much love in my heart, and just totally ready to start the day, just feeling amazing. And that is the difference. And as soon as I started doing this and saw the value of that, then I couldn't go back to how I was doing it before because this just gave me so many more rewards. I just felt so much better. It very quickly became a non negotiable. It wasn't something I had to force myself to do. It's not something I started off doing for long. It was like maybe 15, 20 minutes. I'd start by meditating. Then it turned into doing gratitude at the end of the meditation because I'm feeling good. And now I want to compound that and feel grateful. And then it became visualization as well. So it didn't all happen in one go. What is it that you can start your day off that will help you feel connected, calm, clear, your mind clear, instead of thinking of all the things that you've got to do, all the billions of thoughts going on in your head, all the things that are happening down there and someone on the news and fear and doubt and lack and panic and scarcity. Instead of all of those thoughts entering your mind, what if you were to create your day from a place where you are deciding what comes into your mind and not, and you are aligning it to what it is that you want to achieve? So that was the first thing that made a huge difference for me. The second thing was because I was so connected at a mind, body, and soul level, because I was so calm, because my mind was so quiet, I became a channel for inspiration. I was in the perfect state of receiving ideas. And this is where a lot of if I've got to write Facebook posts or copy, and if I try and do that late in the afternoon, there is no inspiration. I've been taking action during the day. It's not chilled enough. Whereas in the morning, I'm just like, wow, there's this idea, and they come faster than I can write. So I can get copy done or social media posts done or whatever it is super quickly, super easily off the back of that morning routine, making my life so much easier. And then, I get to save them in my notes and then use them when I'm ready to use them. But they're all just there. And my mind is just flooded with ideas, inspiration. This is how I write courses. This is how I come up with different coaching tools and modalities that I want to try. This is when I write meditations and visualizations for my clients. This is when all of that sort of creative work gets done because, I haven't gone into the hustle, the masculine energy, and I haven't allowed all these other things to enter my mind. So I am literally just open and clear to ideas. And then I'm channeling them from my higher self, right? So it's the perfect time to also be given those nudges, given those steps. Like, what is my next step right now? Where do I need to go? It's just such a perfect way to start your day and start going into your business from that state. It's incredible. So the third one was I was never very good at giving myself what I needed. I gave everyone else what they needed. I had 2 children. Back at the time, I had a husband as well. And so everything was about my family. What do they need? What do they need? What do they need? It wasn't ever about me. And when I started doing this, I'd get up in the morning before my girls got up. And that was my time because as they got older, we would spend, all day and all night together. And I didn't really get any of that time because there was always something to do. It was either the dinner or it was, washing the dishes, tidying up. There's always a million jobs to do, isn't there? 1,000,001 jobs. So carving out this time in the morning it felt like an indulgence. It felt like a luxury. And it was just a beautiful time to sort of give myself self-care, self-love, and to remind myself that I am worthy of having what everyone else has and what I'm there to give everyone. And actually, by seeing to myself first and making sure I'm okay, I then have so much more energy and love to share with my family, to share with my clients, to share with everyone around me. But it just came from just filling that cup up for me first and showing myself that I deserved that time. And that was really powerful for me as well. So the other thing, as I said, it led into visualization, which then became my opportunity to really connect back with my goals every single day. What is it I'm creating? What is it that I want? And I use that time to plant future memories into my mind, which helps me then align to the version of me that I need to become in order to manifest those goals, to manifest those dreams. It helps me while you're visualizing, you're sort of living that experience as if it's really happening to you right now. So you are in the vibration of it already happened. So by incorporating this, I'm not saying it's right for everyone. I'm not telling you to do it, just explaining my experiences. When I come out of that, I know how I'm supposed to feel. You're told to become a match to what it is that you want, to be in the right vibration, to be in the right frequency. Well, coming straight out of that, I'm in the right frequency. I'm thinking like her. I'm feeling like her. I'm taking the actions that she'd take. I'm making the decisions that she would make. So it's a very powerful way to also keep your goals alive. And because the 3D can get so demanding and so convincing that we forget to keep going back to our vision, focus on what we want, but we end up getting stuck on all the things that we don't necessarily want happening in our lives and all the problems. And we can get so wrapped up in all of these things. But by having this routine every single day, you can check back into it. You can make that bigger. You can give it more life, more feeling, more energy. And then we stay in creation mode for as long as we can for the rest of the day, rather than going back into reaction mode, going back into feeling like a victim to the circumstances in our life or business, what's happening to us. So that was number 4. And that was a very powerful thing to do, is to have this relationship with your goals, with your vision and your future self so that you can bring it into the 3D. So the last one is really just every single day feeling so much calmer, so much more relaxed. Obviously, I have dips. Obviously, I'm still human. And my girls, I'm sure, will be the first people to tell you that I still get triggered and will still blow up every now and again. I still might have a short fuse every now and again. But on the whole, I used to be a complete stress head. I used to always be worrying about what was going to go wrong. I was so focused on what was wrong and what would go wrong, and worrying, fear about this might happen, that might happen, this might happen, that might happen. And by using this to set up my day, it gets you thinking in a completely different way. And it reminds you of how you want to be thinking, what you choose to put your focus on. So overall, I am just the calmest, more at peace version of myself than I have ever been, certainly in this lifetime. And the others, who knows? So, a brilliant way. And of course, when you're feeling calm and centered, and the stress goes and the pressure goes, that has massive impact on your body, on your health, on your cells, on your organs. Like when you remove the stress, you're going into creation mode instead of survival mode, right? So it's one of the kindest things you can do for your body is to look after your mind, because your mind can create so much disease and illness and ailments in your body when it is not being looked after. And of course, we've got the soul connection too. So you're getting that guidance, you're getting that inspiration flow, the next steps, the nudges. I hope this video has helped you see how powerful, I like to call it the morning shift, how powerful creating a morning shift is, because it really can shift the way you think, feel, act, and show up in your business and in your life. It can help the way your relationships are, how you communicate with people, how you feel. It's been one of the most incredibly empowering things that I could do, stopping giving my power to social media, to my phone, to anyone else and what they have to say. And actually, in terms of, the emails and the news and all these things, and actually just taking that time to go inside and create and connect and decide how I want to think and show up in that day. And it's been the most powerful thing I've ever done in my life. So I highly recommend it. Feel free to use any of the things that I've suggested. Have a Google, see what other people do, see what fills your boat, but just set an intention. What is it that you want to achieve at the end of this? And what is the best way of getting you to that point? So, as I said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give it a like. I'd really appreciate it. If you want to see more videos like this, hit subscribe and make sure you subscribe to this channel. And I will see you in the next episode.